Hello everybody, my name's Kiahonfire and welcome to Enshrouded. Looking for resources to help you with the cold such as wool, frizzy milk and eggs? Or maybe you just want some cute animals roaming around your farm. Today we are looking into animal husbandry. To start any animal taming, you're probably going to want to keep an eye out for quests. Much like the cat and dog quest, you can get ones for goats and yak. Those will naturally walk you through what to do and can unlock things. Like those ever important food baits, you're going to need to catch an animal. For food baits, you can go to your farmer. This will be the lady in yellow or the man in green. Scroll down and locate the foods and baits. The farmer's going to provide beds for your animals you can craft, as well as food bowls, baits and general feed you'll need to give your pets once tamed. Here's a quick flick through what the baits require, which might help you unlock them. Although I will say a lot of my stuff seemed to unlock by just accepting quests off of the NPCs around my town. Okay, so we're by the tower and there is Frizzy Goat Central around here. Lots of frizzy goats. I'm going to quickly go through a tame with you on how to tame one of these. They're all the same, they just need different baits and a bit of patience on some of them, because some of them just don't give one. They want you to do multiple hearts on the goat. So these are frizzy goats, and they will give you frizzy goat milk, which is used in a lot of the cold armor that you're going to need. So I'm quickly going to actually go and pick up my food. That one's run away. I'm going to throw a food behind this frizzy goat. I'm going to go and back off. Hello, frizzy goat. It's going to eat the food. You see this one's a 3-hearter, not a 2-hearter. I'm going to approach and stop. And approach and pet. There we go. Lovely. And now I'm going to back off. It's always very important to back off, because as soon as they become aware again, that is when they're going to get spooked. So if you're right up its arse, then it's going to, get spooked. You lose a heart immediately, which is not ideal. So we're, see, it's getting spooked. I'm going to stop. I'm going to move away when that happens. I'm going to approach again. I'm going to, stop. And approach again. So you can see how quick it can trigger. So there we go. We pet it again. Speed taming a goat. And back off. Sometimes they go for a wander. You might want to wait for them to stop wandering before you throw a food, because sometimes, they just ignore the food and that's kind of annoying. So there's that. He's going to go for a right wander. I'm going to throw another one. Hope. Yep, he's noticed it. Oh, he's looking at me though. Alright, just back off. I'm going to try again. Alright. Do-do-do-do. Gonna go approach. Do-do-do-do-do-do. He's looking at me. Hello. Can I? Alright, stop. Alright. And approach and pet. And there you go. Frizzy goat. Really quick. You see how simple it is, and then you pick it up. There you go. There's a frizzy goat. Now, for homesteading the animals, of course, I told you in the beginning of the video, you're going to need beds and food for them to be happy. And there's a good reason you would like this as well, because if you do that, it can mean producing babies. As you can see here, this is a little baby frizzy goat. It is so cute. Upgrading it will turn it into an adult, which I don't want to do because it's so adorable that I rather it stay that way. Which you can make it stay that way, which is lovely. You can do this with all baby animals. I also got baby chickens over here as well. We could pet this one. Hello, chicken. And there's a baby normal goat here as well. That's just a white goat. We also have yaks as well. These will produce wool passively, so you can collect it and get stuff for your frost armor. Frizzy goats have frizzy goat milk, and chickens can give you eggs, which is very, very useful. So now I got a new animal to the fold. We're going to show you how to take care of that. So, of course, if you want extra babies, if you want babies to actually happen, you need extra beds out and you need food. So make sure you supply them with plenty of food and bedding so they can reproduce. So now I've got my beds down. I'm going to put a food bowl down. I do recommend actually having it very close to the beds, because sometimes they don't recognize it very well. And we're going to just place them real quick. So I'm going to put the deer down. You can see they're roaming around. They're happy because they got a bed. Haven't got any food yet, which we will fix up in just a second. If you want them to produce stuff, you need to give them food and bedding for that to even happen. So here we go, we got food. I'm going to feed them now, and they will be hungry. They will eventually find the food trough. You can pick them up and put them down if they're not finding it fast enough for you. But there we go. We have fed the Fae Deer, and now you can pet them and all that good stuff. Now I'm going to go over some taming locations on where to find all the tameable animals in Enshrouded. First location is normal goats. There's actually loads of them around the starting area. So the first place you ever spawn and put down a place at the Cinder Vault, there's loads of goats around here and you can tame them up. Rabbits are also in this same area nearer the bridge. You can see there's one right there. You could tame those as well. And this one, usually you'll get some like wolves chasing them, so you can see them very quickly. But this is also by the Cinder Vault, and I find some around here. So Cinder Vault, there you go. For the Fae Deer, you can find them around in the Revel Woods pretty much anywhere, but this is a particular spot I have found some. So they're right here on the map. There's the Revelwood Fast Travel. They're just north of Diadwyn. For the Frizzy goats, they're actually awfully close to the spire. Very, very close to the spire. And they spawn here consistently for me. This is right here on the map near the spire. And for a Yak location, which is not too bad, you can travel here from the spire as well. Honestly, they're all over the biome, same with Frizzy goat, but if you want a consistent spot, I know where one is. And that's literally just here on the map, so you see the shroud as kind of a nice pinpointer, and there is the spire. For chickens, you can find a whole load of chickens just below the actual Nomad Highlands teleport point. So right below it, right here on the map. For cats and dogs, I have separate guides on both of them, and I highly recommend you checking those out if you want to find out about those. So now we talked about all of that. Now I'm going to talk about what you actually apply this produce to that you get from animals. And one big one is from this, which is one of the improved looms. Well, the spinning wheel, improved spinning wheel right there. And it's going to be wool. So raw wool you get from Yak. And if you put 20 into this machine, it makes 15 wool balls. That is something massive you're going to need for, well, Northern Armor in general if you want to do the high level content. For eggs, they could be used in a number of ways, mainly for eating. I mean, you could have the boiled eggs for use, mushroom omelette, but most importantly, especially if you want to do any of this northern content, is the beef stew, which also takes eggs and frizzy goat milk, which leads me on to frizzy goat milk. Frizzy goat milk can be, you know, you could drink it just straight up, or you can use it in a recipe like this, or you can use it in a recipe like a milkshake, which gives you some really nice stats. And it can even be used for the pumpkin soup, which helps you with some frost resistance when you're up north. For the basic normal goats, they will actually give you just like normal milk as well, which can be used in recipes. However, it's mainly just a cheap food that you can eat when you want to. There's not actually like a huge use for that type of milk, so mainly go with the frizzy goats. They're where it's at, if I'm honest with you. You can also milk the deer, which will allow you to make cooked Fae Deer milk, and this will give quite some decent stats. Which leaves us with a very cute little bunny rabbit, which unfortunately doesn't produce anything, but you know, it produces pets and cuteness, so why not? But apart from that, that's mostly what is down to homesteading in general and what happens with it. It's very nice. I really like the farming aspect of it, and I mean, if you wanted to get meat and stuff like that as well, you could just let them breed endlessly and upgrade and so on. But they'd be very useful and all that good stuff. But either way, if you've enjoyed watching today, slap a like on it and subscribe for more Enshrouded content. I have a lot of guides on the game. Either way, thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!